My child, pause for this sacred moment. What I am about to reveal to you carries a weight beyond ordinary understanding. This is not a message that finds everyone. It was designed specifically for you, crafted in the unseen realms long before you arrived at this present instant. The very fact that these words have reached you now, in this exact moment of your existence, is no accident. Forces unseen have labored tirelessly to prevent this truth from finding its way into your awareness. Yet here it stands before you, undeniable and urgent, because what heaven ordains cannot be permanently silenced by any opposition. Listen with every fiber of your being, my beloved. You are standing at the threshold of a transformation so profound that your entire reality is about to shift beneath your feet. The season of waiting has concluded. The period of preparation is complete. What you have sensed stirring in the depths of your spirit these recent days and weeks is not imagination. It is not wishful thinking. It is the awakening of divine purpose that has been dormant within you, waiting for this precise moment to burst forth into full manifestation. This is your appointed hour, my precious one, the convergence of heaven and earth in your personal timeline. And once you cross this threshold, there will be no returning to who you were before. Open your heart wide to receive this truth, for I have brought you to this place intentionally through every winding path, every closed door, every disappointment that seemed to make no sense at the time. All of it was orchestrating this singular moment when the veil would finally lift and you would see clearly what has always been true about your existence. You were never meant for the ordinary life you thought was your portion. You were marked from before time began for something far greater, something that will leave an imprint on this world that outlasts your physical years. My child, let me speak plainly about the opposition you have faced. There are spiritual forces that recognize your potential far more clearly than you have recognized it yourself. They have observed the blueprint of your destiny, and they have worked relentlessly to cloud your vision, to delay your progress, to convince you that you are less than you truly are. Every obstacle that seemed insurmountable, every relationship that drained your energy, every opportunity that dissolved just as you reached for it. These were not random occurrences. They were strategic attempts to keep you from arriving at this moment of awakening, but their efforts have failed. You are here now, reading these words, and that itself is proof that no force, however dark or determined, can ultimately thwart what heaven has decreed. This communication was blocked 3 times before it reached you. Technical disruptions, distractions, unexpected interruptions. Yet it persisted because the urgency of this message demanded it. You may have felt a strange pull to this moment, an inexplicable knowing that something significant awaited you here. That inner prompting was my voice calling to you across the dimensions, drawing you to this revelation that will alter the trajectory of everything that follows. We are living in extraordinary times, my beloved. The fabric between the spiritual and physical realms has become increasingly thin. What was once hidden is now being revealed. What was once delayed is now being accelerated. You exist in a moment of history when heaven is moving with unprecedented speed, and those who have been prepared in the secret place are now being summoned forth into their true assignment. This is not theory. This is not religious rhetoric designed to inspire temporary emotion. This is a spiritual reality unfolding in real time, and you are positioned directly in the center of it. Have you noticed the shift in your inner world recently? A restlessness that you cannot name. A sense that something is ending and something new is beginning, though you cannot articulate exactly what. Dreams that feel more vivid, more significant. Synchronicities that seem too precise to be mere coincidence. Your intuition sharpening, your discernment heightening. These are not random phenomena, my child. These are the markers of awakening. Your spirit is being activated for the next phase of your journey, and the activation is happening whether your conscious mind fully comprehends it or not. I need you to understand something crucial about timing. Heaven operates on a calendar that does not conform to human impatience. There are appointed moments when the windows of opportunity open wide, when the alignment of spiritual forces creates a perfect convergence for breakthrough. We are in such a moment now, before this current season concludes. Before the passage of these next days, a monumental shift will occur in the spiritual atmosphere. It will not be announced on the evening news. It will not be explained by earthly wisdom, but those whose spirits are attuned will feel it to their very core, a tremor in the unseen realm that repositions everything. You have been in training for this, my precious one, though you may not have recognized it as such. Every trial that broke you open, every loss that stripped away your illusions, every dark night of the soul when you felt utterly alone. These were not punishments, they were preparations. I was removing from you everything that would hinder what is about to unfold. The ego that seeks approval, the fear that paralyzes action, the doubt that questions divine intention. All of it had to be confronted and surrendered before you could carry the weight of the assignment that now approaches. The signs are already manifesting around you, though they remain hidden from those whose spiritual eyes are not yet opened. You may observe unusual disruptions in technology, in systems, in the natural order. Do not dismiss these as mere glitches or malfunctions. They are reverberations of spiritual activity, the ripple effects of heaven moving into position. The established order is being shaken because a new order is emerging, and what was built on human ambition rather than divine purpose cannot stand in this shift. Look upward, my child. Observe the changing patterns in the sky, in the seasons, in the very atmosphere you breathe. My heavenly realm is no longer silent. It hums with purposeful energy, with messengers being dispatched, with portals opening between dimensions. For too long you have prayed and felt your words echoing back to you unanswered. That silence was never rejection. It was the sound of heaven working behind the scenes, arranging pieces on a board you could not yet see. Now the arrangement is complete, and the revelation of what has been prepared in secret is about to break forth into your visible reality. This is not the end of the world, my beloved. This is not some cataclysmic event that removes you from earthly existence. Rather, it is a separation that happens in the spirit, an elevation of consciousness, a marking of distinction. You will continue to walk among humanity, to work, to relate, to occupy physical space. But you will no longer be of the same frequency. Others will sense the shift in you even if they cannot name it. They will ask what has changed, what you have discovered, and only you will fully comprehend the depth of the transformation. The isolation you have endured was necessary. I drew you away from the noise, so your inner ear could become sensitive to my whisper. The relationships that dissolved, the doors that closed, the plans that crumbled, all of it was clearing space for what I am about to introduce into your life. New alignments are forming now, my child. Connections with others who carry the same frequency, who have been prepared through similar processes. These are not casual friendships. These are covenant relationships, strategic partnerships ordained for the acceleration of purpose. Let me speak directly about what is being released. This is not only emotional or spiritual. There are tangible provisions being unlocked. Streams of abundance that have been held in reserve, waiting for the moment when you would be ready to steward them without corruption. Resources are about to flow toward you from unexpected sources, not through manipulation or human networking, but through divine orchestration. Doors will open that you did not knock on. Favor will rest upon you in rooms you have never entered. This is the economy of heaven operating on your behalf. For too long, abundance has been concentrated in the hands of those who use it for self-serving purposes. A reallocation is underway. Not just money, though that will be part of it, but influence, platform, access, authority. I am repositioning resources into the hands of those who will deploy them for redemptive purposes. If you have walked through a season of lack, barely sustaining yourself, prepare your heart for the shift. Provision is coming, not as a reward for perfection, but as equipment for assignment. You have been overlooked, underestimated, dismissed by those who measure worth by external metrics. But I see what they cannot see. I recognize the gold that has been refined in you through the fire of adversity. And now I am about to showcase you, to bring you from obscurity into visibility, not for your glory, but for the demonstration of my power working through surrendered vessels. The very ones who fail to acknowledge your value will witness your elevation and be confronted with the reality of divine favor. This is not promotion through human effort. This is supernatural advancement. What would normally require years of ladder climbing will happen in a moment, in a divine encounter, in an unexpected conversation. You will move from the background to the foreground so rapidly it will bewilder natural understanding. When it happens, remember this moment. Remember that I told you it was coming. Give glory where glory is due, and remain humble, for pride will disqualify you faster than any external opposition ever could. The gifts within you are being activated. Capacities you did not know you possessed are coming online. You will speak with authority you have never carried before. You will create with a clarity that astounds you. You will lead with a confidence that flows not from ego, but from divine commission. This is your season of emergence, my child. The time of hiding has ended. Step into the fullness of who you were created to be, but with great visibility comes great responsibility. Your integrity must remain unblemished. Your humility must stay intact. The favor being released is not for self-indulgence. It is for influence that extends the kingdom of light in a world increasingly dominated by darkness. You are being entrusted with much because you have proven faithful with little. Those years of obscurity, of serving without recognition, of giving when no one noticed. I saw it all. And now the recompense arrives. The spiritual atmosphere is charged right now, my beloved. Can you feel it? The sense that time itself has become elastic, stretching in some moments and compressing in others. This is not psychological. This is the effect of heaven moving at an accelerated pace. What I am doing now in days would have required years in a previous season. The convergence is intensifying. Prophetic promises that seemed distant are suddenly near. Prayers you prayed and released are about to materialize in form. You must position yourself correctly for what approaches. This is not a time for spiritual passivity or casual engagement. Sharpen your discernment, strengthen your prayer life. Guard the purity of your heart. Eliminate distractions that dilute your focus. The call may come without warning, and you will not have time to prepare once it begins. Your readiness must be cultivated in this present moment. Keep your inner flame burning bright. Maintain clarity of mind. Stay sensitive to the subtle promptings of my spirit. I am about to do something unprecedented in your life. Doors that have been locked for generations are swinging open. Patterns that have plagued your family line are being broken. Cycles of lack, of dysfunction, of limited thinking are being shattered. You are the pivot point, the one through whom breakthrough flows not only to you but to those connected to your lineage. This is larger than your individual story. You carry the breakthrough for many. The waiting has served its purpose. It has developed in you a dependence on me rather than on human systems. It has taught you to hear my voice above the noise of culture. It has stripped away the false identities you wore to gain acceptance. Now you stand before me as you truly are, unadorned and authentic. And it is this version of you, the real you beneath the masks, that I can fully use. Uncertainty is dissolving, confusion is lifting. Where there was ambiguity, clarity now flows. You are beginning to see the purpose behind the pruning, the reason for the closed doors, the wisdom in the delays. What felt like punishment was actually protection. What seemed like rejection was actually redirection. I was steering you away from paths that would have derailed your destiny even when you could not understand in the moment. Listen carefully, my precious one. Within the next 7 days, you will receive a sign. It may come through a conversation, through a dream, through a sudden opportunity, through an unexpected encounter. Do not dismiss it as coincidence. This is my confirmation to you that everything I have spoken is true and already in motion. Pay attention, stay alert. The sign will be unmistakable to your spirit, even if others around you fail to recognize its significance. Relationships are shifting. Some people are exiting your life, and it is not a tragedy. It is a realignment. They served a purpose for a season, but that season has concluded. Do not cling to what is ending. Release them with blessing and turn your attention toward who is approaching. New faces, new connections, new allies are being drawn into your orbit. These are your true tribe, those who will walk with you into the next chapter. Your voice is about to find its platform. The message you carry, the wisdom you have gained through your journey, is about to reach ears that need to hear it. You may have felt silenced, as if you had something to say, but no one was listening. That season is ending. Suddenly, people will seek you out. They will ask for your perspective, your counsel, your insight. When this happens, speak with boldness. Do not shrink back or minimize what you know. The words I give you will carry weight beyond your natural ability to articulate. Physical healing is also part of this release. If you have battled illness, chronic pain, unexplained symptoms, prepare for breakthrough. My restorative power is moving through your body, addressing issues at the root level. Some healings will be instantaneous, others will be progressive. But the trajectory has shifted from decline to restoration. Your physical vitality is being renewed because you will need strength for what lies ahead. Family reconciliation is on the horizon. Relationships fractured by misunderstanding, by betrayal, by time and distance are about to be mended. I am softening hearts, creating opportunities for difficult conversations, removing the pride that has kept you separated. Where there has been estrangement, reunion is coming. Where there has been bitterness, forgiveness is being released. This is part of the restoration, the healing of all that was broken. You are entering a season where the supernatural becomes your normal, provision appearing from nowhere. Divine appointments that seem too perfectly timed to be chance. Ideas dropping into your mind, fully formed. Dreams that give you strategy for waking life. This is what happens when you live in alignment with heaven's rhythm. The miraculous becomes your daily experience. Do not be surprised when opposition intensifies as you step into this new place. The enemy does not contest those who pose no threat. The pushback you encounter is actually confirmation that you are moving in the right direction. Stand firm, do not retreat, do not compromise. The weapons formed against you will not prosper because my favor surrounds you like a shield. I am removing limitations from your thinking. The small vision you carried is being replaced with an expanded perspective. You will begin to dream bigger, to see possibilities where you once saw only obstacles. This shift in vision is essential because you cannot walk into a large destiny with a limited mindset. Your capacity is being stretched to match the assignment. The acceleration you are experiencing is not chaos. It is divine order operating at increased velocity. What feels like disruption is actually the dismantling of structures built on faulty foundations so that something solid and true can be established. Trust the process even when it feels uncomfortable. I am working all things together for your ultimate good. In this moment, I am asking you to make a choice. Will you fully surrender to what is unfolding? Will you release your grip on how you thought your life should look and embrace what I am actually doing? This requires courage. This requires trust that surpasses understanding. But I promise you, if you will step into this with full commitment, you will look back and marvel at how precisely I orchestrated every detail. Your spiritual sensitivity is heightening. You are beginning to perceive things others miss. This is not arrogance. This is spiritual maturity. You are being equipped with discernment that will protect you from deception and guide you toward truth. Honor this gift. Do not question what you sense in your spirit, simply because others do not sense it. The favor I am releasing upon you will be difficult for some to accept. It will seem unmerited, disproportionate, unfair. Let them wrestle with that. You are not responsible for making others comfortable with your blessing. Receive it with gratitude and steward it with wisdom. Your obedience in the hidden place has earned you this moment of public acknowledgement. There is a remnant being gathered in this hour, my child, not by human organization or denominational affiliation, but by spiritual resonance. Those who recognize truth when they hear it, regardless of the vessel through which it comes. Those who have been disillusioned by religious systems, but not by me. Those who know there is more, who refuse to settle for superficial spirituality. You are part of this remnant. The scattered ones being drawn together for a purpose that transcends individual ambition. The old structures are collapsing, my beloved. Systems built on control, on hierarchy, on the exploitation of genuine spiritual hunger. Do not mourn their demise. They served a purpose for a season, but that season has expired. What emerges in their place will be organic, authentic, rooted in genuine encounter rather than manufactured experience. You will be part of building this new expression, not through force or strategy, but through simply being who you are and allowing others to be drawn to the light within you. Your creativity is about to explode in new directions. Ideas you have carried for years but lacked the courage or resources to pursue will suddenly become viable. The timing is aligning, the connections are forming, the provision is being released. What felt like a distant dream is about to become a tangible reality. Do not talk yourself out of it. Do not allow fear to convince you that you are not ready. You have been in preparation long enough. Now is the moment to act on what I have placed within you. The mantle of authority I am placing upon you is not something you earned through education or credentials. It is a spiritual impartation that comes through surrender and suffering. Those who have been broken and remade carry a depth that cannot be manufactured. Your voice will carry weight because it emerges from authentic experience, not theoretical knowledge. When you speak, those who are hungry will recognize truth. Do not concern yourself with those who resist or criticize. They are not your audience. Financial breakthrough is imminent for many reading these words. Debts that have burdened you for years will be supernaturally cancelled. Income streams you never anticipated will open. Investments you made long ago, whether financial or relational or creative, are about to yield returns that exceed your expectations. This is not prosperity gospel. This is divine recompense for faithfulness. Receive it without guilt and deploy it with strategic intention. I want you to understand that this message is not for everyone who hears it. It is specifically calibrated for those who have been prepared to receive it. If these words resonate in the depths of your being, if you feel tears welling up without fully understanding why, if there is a stirring in your chest as you absorb this truth, that is confirmation. You are one of the chosen ones being awakened in this hour. What comes next requires action on your part. First, I am asking you to share this message with 3 other people whose spirits you know are hungry for truth. Do not hoard this revelation. It is meant to spread, to awaken others who are positioned for the same breakthrough. Second, make a commitment to return to this wellspring daily. Let these truths saturate your consciousness until they become the lens through which you view all of reality. Third, speak your acceptance aloud. Do not merely think it. Vocalize your readiness to step into everything I am releasing. Right now, as you finish absorbing these words, say this with me. I receive this truth. I accept this calling. I surrender to the transformation already in motion. I step into my destiny with full faith and expectation. I am ready for what heaven is releasing in my life. I will walk in obedience, humility, and power. I declare that my season of obscurity has ended and my time of impact has begun. My beloved child, you are covered by my protective presence. You are guided by my wisdom. You are empowered by my spirit. Go forth with confidence. You are cherished beyond measure. You are equipped for everything that awaits, and you are never, ever alone. My presence is your constant companion, ensuring that every step you take unfolds according to divine design. Walk in this truth, live from this reality, and watch as everything I have promised comes to pass before your very eyes. This content reaches you through the generosity of those who support this ministry. To access deeper teachings and join a community of awakened souls, visit the link provided or scan the code displayed. Your journey has only just begun, and we are here to walk alongside you every step of the way. May divine blessing rest upon you richly as you embrace your true identity and step into your appointed purpose. The time is now, the door is open. Step through with courage and expectation.